always be the one that got away, not the one who stayed and learned how to live smaller, not the one who settled for, "It's not that bad," not the one who taught herself to sleep through the sound of her own heart breaking. No, always be the one who slipped through the fingers of someone who thought you'd never leave. Because the truth is, the moment you stay, after you know you shouldn't, something inside you starts to die. When you're the one that got away, yes, it's terrifying at first. You pack your things with trembling hands, you close the door, and suddenly the world feels impossibly big and impossibly quiet. You hear the hum of the fridge at night and realize how loud silence can be. You sit with your coffee in the morning and it tastes different, not because the coffee changed, but because for the first time in a long time, you're not drinking it while walking on eggshells. And somewhere in that stillness, you discover that fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. You'd built it up in your mind like this massive, dark ocean you'd drown in if you left. But when you finally step into it, the water barely touches your ankles. You were never drowning. You were never even in the water. You were just standing on the shore staring at it, too scared to move. But when you're the one who stays, that's a slow, invisible kind of suffocation. It's not dramatic at first. You don't wake up one day and think, "I've lost myself." No, it's gradual. You start biting your tongue in moments you would have spoken. You skip little joys that used to be non-negotiable. You make yourself smaller in ways you can't even name. And the worst part, you tell yourself it's temporary. We're just going through a rough patch. Things will go back to how they were. But things never go back. They only go deeper into whatever they've become. I've never seen a woman stay after betrayal and come out shining brighter. What I've seen are women whose nervous systems are permanently on high alert. They lay down next to him at night, but their body doesn't rest, because rest requires trust. And you can't trust someone who's proven they'll burn the bridge while you're still standing on it. Your body starts to live in survival mode. Every text he sends makes your stomach clench. Every late night makes your mind race. You're constantly scanning for danger, even in moments that should be safe. And slowly, the life you are building for you becomes a life built around him. The woman who once dreamed in color now dreams in grayscale, the muted palette of what his ego will tolerate. You think you're keeping the relationship together, but really, you're holding your own spirit hostage in exchange for the illusion of security. I once knew a woman who could light up an entire room. She was bold, opinionated, the kind of person you leaned toward when she spoke because you knew it was going to be good. And then she stayed. She stayed after the trust was gone, after the apologies turned hollow. At first, you barely noticed the change. She still laughed, but less. She still had opinions, but softer ones. She still dressed up, but stopped wearing the colors she loved because he called them too loud. Months turned into years, and the fire in her eyes dimmed to a faint glow. One day, she told me she couldn't remember the last time she'd woken up excited about her own life. That's what staying does. It doesn't kill you in one blow. It bleeds you out slowly. It trades your spark for silence, your ambition for acceptance, your peace for proximity. And here's the cruel irony. The man you stayed for will never truly love that muted version of you. The version he'll remember, the one that will haunt him when he sees you in someone else's eyes, is the woman who left, the one who refused to shrink, the one who chose herself over the prison of his approval. Being the one that got away isn't about revenge. It's not about making him sorry. It's about refusing to betray yourself just to avoid losing someone else. It's about walking toward the life that's waiting for you instead of guarding the ruins of the one that's crumbling. Yes, the unknown will scare you. Yes, there will be nights you'll miss him, but there will also be mornings when you wake up and realize you're free. And that freedom, that quiet, steady, unstoppable freedom, will be worth every tear you cried on the way out. So if you ever find yourself standing in that doorway, suitcase in hand, heart pounding, wondering if you're making a mistake, Remember this: the woman who leaves gets to rebuild. The woman who stays gets smaller. Always be the one that got away. Because when you go, you don't just escape him. You escape the version of yourself you became when you forgot who you were. And that is the kind of escape you'll never regret.